Welcome, Leo, to your November monthly reading. Well, we're already quite a way through November. Sorry, things have been delayed this month. Very busy period. But this will take you into December as well. But yeah, this is starting with your November energy. If you joined me from TikTok or Instagram, you saw me pull the Nine of Pentacles. So there's some form of abundance, heading towards a completion of a cycle, your harvest coming in. There's a lot of warmth energy with the sun. So yeah, something good coming in. Probably something you've been working towards. So, for those unfamiliar, I've sectioned this into columns: relationships, connections, romance, messages, all going to be in the first one, or rather communications rather than messages, because these are all messages. Your next column is the career, wealth, finance, some, the projects and things you're working on. This third column I call your life path. It's just what Spirit wants to bring overall messages out to, or draw your attention to something that's not being covered in the other areas. And then finally, we'll pull a best course of action and outcome card, and this last card will follow those energies. But first, let's start with relationships, connections, communications, sorrowful. So perhaps something hasn't worked out for you quite in the past. Maybe you're regretting how things have gone in particular connections or relationships. I think you need to not be held back by thoughts of what has come before. So don't think that all romantic relationships are bad because your last one was. Don't think that all people are out to swindle you just because one contact you made was very self-focused and took more from you than they gave to you. It's not necessarily like that all the time unless you treat it like that. You find what you go looking for, basically. Just something interesting I noticed here. This image here and this image here, paralleling, and they're both that side up. I don't know if that will come out as something, but this is delighted, that's challenged. It's very interesting. I don't know if there's a relevance there, but there may be something to do with a confluence of things kind of looking similar, matching up. Even these figures, look how similar they are. Something about looking for the familiar. I think if you've been through a bad experience, you kind of know the signs to look out for, but don't just assume everything is going to be bad. Learn from past experiences, but don't let them color your future and your goals. Okay, so let's pull some proper cards in your relationship. Why are you sorrowful? First card, Leo. Yes. The Two of Coins. Some juggling, uncertainty, a bit of a tightrope. Yeah, maybe you were juggling. If it was a romantic relationship, for example, you were juggling the feelings of, oh, this is someone new. They seem to like me. I would like to make this work, but they're kind of pulling me in one direction when I want to go in another, or they're making demands of me when, I'm trying to get my career going, but they would rather take me away from that and just follow them around. Like, did you have to juggle between giving up something for a relationship? This isn't necessarily about romance. Take it how it resonates with you personally. This is just the strongest energies of the collective. And of course, then you had to walk away. The Eight of Cups. You couldn't get a balance with whatever that connection was. Could have been a business connection. You met someone who seemed to share all your passions, goals, and visions for what you were trying to do. And then you had to walk away from the deal because they really didn't share your deepest values. Coins. See, this is, yeah, kind of feels like what that sorrowful energy was. Past situations didn't work out, but now it's time to put some money back in your personal emotional bank. You need to fill your own coin. See, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It's time to start feeding yourself, loving yourself, putting efforts into your own emotional well-being, and kind of trusting yourself as well. I'm getting. Get the red and purple here, so it could be like nobility and passion. It could be root chakra and third eye chakra, so your instinct plus staying grounded. I think that's very important here. Trust your instincts, which is different from assuming the worst based on past experiences. Instinct versus paranoia, 2 very different things. So learn to differentiate them. And you will do that by feeding your own soul, feeding yourself, putting efforts into yourself, your own emotional well-being. Start having faith in yourself and your instincts, and yeah, you'll be building a stronger foundation and fortune for yourself. Okay, here we have in your career, wealth, finance, projects, and other outputs, perceptive. See, I think this is where your instincts are being built up. Now you're starting to trust yourself. You're starting to see things and get an idea, not just for what might not be right, but an idea for what might be good, or what might be an opportunity that's really going to work for you. First card, High Priestess. There's somewhat of instinct, high learning. The owl here is wisdom, deep knowledge. And those are the cycles of things. It's very connected on a higher level. Very kind of grounded and powerful. Ooh, things are jumping out. Okay, we'll take both of these cards because they flew out. The 2 of Wands and the 4 of Coins. So, new opportunities opening up for you. Green and purple is like heart chakra, third eye chakra, coming into alignment. And that's when you're at your strongest, is when you get heart and mind in alignment. So you're becoming aware of these new possibilities. There's new opportunities for you, and you're getting in a position to kind of invest in this and set sail. Whatever the opportunity is, it could be elsewhere in the world, you're going to make it happen. Because when you get the real honest to goodness instinct that, hey, I think there's something really good on offer here, I just have to get to wherever or do whatever to make it happen, make my dream come true. Yeah, I think things are opening up for you. You're going to be in a really good state. That's what the 9 of Pentacles is telling you. And we end on the 5 of Swords. Victorious in your battles anyway. Ideas, you're walking away victorious, having disarmed the enemies. So I think you've conquered something in yourself that was affected back here. You've become a smarter player, and you've got a lot of ideas about things. You're standing tall and confident here. Yeah. Making that move to trust your instincts and follow this opportunity that arises, I think is going to be really good for you. You're going to become much more victorious and seated in your power. Okay, life path. This is overall messages and any special communications that Spirit wants you to know. Acknowledgement. Okay. What do you need to acknowledge? Have I already mentioned what it is? Quite often this column comes up reiterating what's come before. So let's see. What does Leo need to acknowledge? Life path. Learning. Eight of Coins. So really investing in yourself. Knowing when to pull your harvest. Pull your crops from the ground. Okay, the Five of Cups. Shock over things lost, but you've still got 2 left out of the 5. Drop 3, but there's 2 left. You've still got a grounding. So maybe you've learnt from past mistakes or past issues. Whatever you had to walk away from here, maybe. You didn't lose everything. Maybe you lost a relationship or a connection you thought was going to be valuable or really important or special, but losing that one connection did not make you lose everything in your life. What you had left is what you had to work with, and it's what's making you powerful. Rebuilding that emotional or actual nest egg. The Knight of Cups. That's kind of the romantic lead, the romantic hero charging in there. Certainly a new connection to be made. I think you're learning not to cry over spilled milk, because really that's what that is. What you have left, acknowledge that. Acknowledgement, see? You haven't lost everything. Be grateful for what you have and the lessons you've learned, what you take away from this. It's really important. So when you look at what you have, you see you have something to work with. 2 whole cups of something to work with. That's plenty. Cups being emotions generally in the tarot. That's a lot of emotion there to give. You can keep 1 for yourself and then offer 1 forward to someone coming in. Again, that sounds very romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It can be in all your relationships. Familial, business, friendships. It's the way you interact with people is important, and it will shape the foundations of anything you try to build, whether it be personal relationships or business connections, anything like that. Okay, so yeah, you just need to acknowledge that. And if there is someone or something special coming in, I think you need to acknowledge that and not just run from it. Okay, we're going to go on to the last section now, which is the outcomes. So the overall energy of your outcomes is fearful. So you might still be holding on slightly to these things from the past that have kind of burnt you and you kind of had to leave behind. So what is your best course of action, Leo? This card has been wanting to come out for you right from the start of me shuffling the deck. Your best course of action, be the King of Pentacles. Balance the different sides of you. Know when to be fierce like the wolf and when to hold back and be cautious like the deer. You've had to juggle before. Now you've got more insight from experience. Now you're filling your own cup, and You've grown knowledge and instinct. This crown is kind of psychically reaching out, and it's your strengthened instinct and intuitions. You can trust them more now. You've got this very firm, vital foundation. So know when to be hard, know when to be soft. Trust yourself. This is going to make you the king in your life, whether it be financially, in relationships, just dealing with your own issues or your own emotions, balancing them out. It's all part and parcel of the same thing. This is what will make you successful. Be strong, trust yourself, trust your instincts, and just build your foundation. The outcome, temperance. So really, temperance is like when you temper steel, you mix two things together. It's exactly what this figure, this angel, is doing, is mixing these two elements together to create. So like they're creating stars, creating a new universe. The outcome is that you're going to create the world you want if you trust in yourself. Balance yourself out. Sorry, you may hear some scrabbling footsteps there. There are some dogs running past wanting to go and bark at something. Take it if that's relevant. That rush out, feet scrambling on the on the floor to rush out. Is that relevant to you in some way? This opportunity arising here. If you've just taken something important from this part of the reading, yeah, run with it, literally. But yeah, you'll learn how to mix the halves of yourself, or the different aspects of your life, relationships, careers, whatever it is. You know what's happening in your life. But yeah, the way you mix these things together, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. You're gonna be king of the game, and yeah, you're bringing your harvest. You're reaping what you've sown. Sounds really damn good, Leo. I think there's something good coming for you. You just have to choose to see the good and run with the good. Remember to focus on what it is you want, not what you don't want. For example, relationships. I want someone who respects me and loves me and cheers me on and even supports me in the endeavors I try to do and achieve in my life and career. That's the kind of phrasing you want. You don't want to say, what I want is to not have a partner who is bad to me, who mistreats me and doesn't let me do what I want. Talking in the negatives just brings the negatives. You're saying the wrong words. Frame it as the positives. I want love, not I don't want hate. Because it's the words that you're using. Hate. Hate is what the universe responds to. It's like, oh, they're saying hate. Let's give them hate. No, say love, because you want love. Say the thing you actually want to attract. That's going to be important. Be mindful of how you're phrasing things, and those thoughts that jump into your head. Going to be very important for you, and it will strengthen these instincts and ideas of yours, because there's a lot of power coming in here, and I think it's going to be amazing for you. But that's enough of me yammering away. Please feel free to check any of your other signs. I've got a few more coming up after this, and then I'll get on to the December readings. After that, you can always keep checking the TikTok and Instagram, Moonshadow Psychic Readings, or at Moonshadow Psy on each of those platforms for just the shorter one card pulls, and I also do a weekly birthday tarot for people having birthdays within that next week. So it's not particularly relevant for you at this time of year, but I will occasionally put extra things up there. Please feel free to leave any comments and questions below. I will get back to you, absolutely. And you can book psychic readings with me one-on-one. I can do that in person or over WhatsApp, Zoom, Skype, whatever you like. We can organize that. There's a link for booking in the description below, or also in my bio. So yeah, look for the links. It'll take you to my booking website and you can go from there. If you don't see a time that suits, I can discuss that with you. Just send me a private message on probably TikTok or Instagram. I don't think you can do that here on YouTube. But there are contact details to reach me anyway. So yep, whatever works for you, I'm happy to help. I am located in Melbourne, but just FYI, if you're in the Sydney area, I will be there in December. So hit me up now if you want to get in on a personal reading while I'm there. And I'm looking to travel more and would love to go to wherever you guys are. Just, yeah, let me know how you're receiving the readings and where you'd like to see me. I'm open to doing something off the cuff. All right, that's enough of that. I hope your reading was valuable and have an enjoyable rest of November. And you should see these energies coming through into December and beyond. Take care.